Welcome back in today's podcast. Today, I want to talk about intentional language in shaping identity and connection. This is d.وليد, and in this podcast, I want to help you understand English from the lens of native speakers. Welcome back to our podcast, where we explore language not just as a tool, because language is not as a tool, but it's a vehicle for identity and agency and authentic connection with people. Do you understand that language can shape your identity? Today, we talk about a very microscopic yet transformative concept. This is something we call intentional language. The practice of choosing words and being aware for their purpose. We know that language is more than grammar. It reshapes our relationships with people, our self-perception and awareness of who we are and how we identify ourselves, and even the vulnerabilities that we have, and maybe the resilience against those who bully us or who make fun of us. What I mean by intentional language is this: the idea that words we choose reflect and reinforce our own values and mental frameworks and models. It's the difference between saying I should versus I choose to, between I am overwhelmed and I am navigating a lot of things right now, that there are so many things on my plate. The shifts are subtle, but these dynamic shifts are very important. Why does this matter, especially for women today's? Intentional language is not about eliminating warmth, it's about self-authorship, aligning our utterances with our own values. For example, replacing passive constructions like mistakes were made with active language like I learn from these problems. It signals accountability, empowerment, and defensiveness, which is what we want. We want to be defensive of our own values. Let's talk about 3 actionable strategies that any listener can start using today. Strategy 1, reframe self-talk with agency and Google agency. Instead of saying, I can manage all this, try, I'm prioritizing what matters most right now. Same reality, but different linguistic framing. And this shift activates mindset of strategic choices, not scarcity. Strategy number 2 is replacing hedging with calibrated confidence. Hedges like kind of, just, or maybe can dilute your message. Try, I think, I feel, or my perspective is this. These phrases respect nuance but maintain ownership. As for strategy number 3, I'm using affirmative language that does not apologize for ambition. I'll give you an example. Ambition is not arrogance. Saying I'm committed to this goal instead of I hope I'm not asking too much frames your intention, not in an apologetic way. These strategies are not about performing, let's say, confidence. They're about embodying it, about embracing it, because the brain does not hear language, it learns from the language. Neural pathways reinforce patterns that we repeat, especially in self-directed speech, to ourselves or to others. Before we end, this is a small exercise I highly encourage you to do if you are sticking with me to this point. Record a short voice to a friend or colleague that uses intentional language. Listen back and notice one phrase you can reframe next time. Language is a mirror, but it's also a compass. When we choose words with intention, we align. When we choose words with intention, we align not just how we communicate, but who we are becoming. The mental framework is very important. Our mental frameworks and patterns are very important. If you like this kind of podcast, please add a comment, share it, and let me know. And we will definitely explore other topics in the next episode. مدرب اللغة دكتور وليد خالد. This podcast is geared to C1 and C2 level. Have a wonderful day.